Alright, welcome back to Shane with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi y'all. On Monday morning. About 5:15 or so on Monday morning, which means I'm running a little bit behind, but not too bad. I didn't just sit there and punch the snooze button 4 or 5 times. So that was a good thing. Got a cup of the old Bustelo there getting moving. So it's Monday, so that's going to make it Micromatic Monday. So I got the old Micromatic out with a good blade in it. And we'll go ahead and make it Mitchell's Monday also. This is what I keep my Mitchell's in. And I know it's got a crack in the bottom of it. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, not a huge deal. That's like the holes in the bottom of my scuttle that'll let the water run out. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. So anyway, let me find me a good old washcloth up here. We'll get going and get us a shave done so we can get a shower done, and then we'll get in the uniform. And then right before we get ready to leave, we'll walk the dogs. That way they have the most time between when I walk them and when I get back home, because it is going to be a long day today because we're working a double. No real big deal there. It's one of those days. Alrighty. The weekend was good. Excuse me. I should have been my weekend off, but they woke me up a little before 6 on Saturday morning. They've been trying since a little after 6. I just left my phone on silent. I don't know how I do that. But anyway, they got me awake, and I worked a 12-hour shift. I made it there I got up, did the shower and clean up thing and walk dog thing and all this stuff, and still made it there by 8 o'clock. So that was pretty good in my world. So I worked all day Saturday there. Well, it was 7 o'clock at night. Anyway, I'm going to go in and do a long day today. This one's been on the books, though, for a week. One of the young ladies had a baby. Hope everything's going good with them. I think that's the shift I'm covering. We'll all take parts of it and cover the shift until she gets back, I imagine. However long that takes these days. But hopefully her and I think she had a little girl. Hope her and the little baby girl are doing good. All right, well, no problem with lathering the Mitchell this morning. Of course, that's pretty normal. I'm using my Brad Sears brush. It was gifted to me at some point. Very nice little bulb, I call it. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that calls that a bulb shape. Not. But it's kind of short and compact and dense and does a really good job, as you can see. Of course, it's Mitchell's. It's going to do good. I know there's people that can't lather Mitchell's. It's okay. There were people always hollered they couldn't lather Williams. They're probably the same people. Although I kind of understand it with the Williams, it could be contrary. I haven't had problems with the Mitchell's. I don't know. And I don't have the best water in the world. It's not really hard. But here in Baton Rouge, I think they pump at least some of it out of the river and then clear it up. But anyway, it's if it sits around like the dog's bowl, I got to continuously keep the dog's bowl scrubbed out, or it turns brown on the bottom. Same way with other implements in the house that hold water. I always want to turn brown. So, I don't know. Who knows what you drink, right? They say it's safe. Works good for Kool-Aid, coffee. And then I'll just drink a glass of water pretty often. I'll run by and grab me a glass of the tap water, but anyway, things to be okay. All right. Well, we got our work truck back out of the shop, so we don't have the nice rental anymore. I think I talked about the rental last time. Very nice truck. Very nice truck. But I mean, the tow truck we had didn't have like 76,000 miles on it. 2020 truck, a couple years old. But the thing about a patrol truck like that is we run the thing around the clock and it idles a lot and it is just rough on it. It really is. So it always has a problem or two running along. We send it in and there's stuff they don't fix because it's still running. We use a fleet management, not really a shop. And to me, there's a difference. When I go to a shop, I expect it to come back with a check engine light off. The fleet management folks, if there's nothing that's actually hurting anything, and it's still running, they're going to send it back to you. But anyway, as long as we get our rounds in and everybody's safe, I guess it's all right. But I find that little truck to be the most uncomfortable thing in the world, especially wearing a gun belt. My little old hoopty, I call her, more comfortable to me than that truck is. But it's amazing how much better it is when they pay you to be in it. Pretty amazing. Anyway, we'll get back today and see what's going on. I might even actually eat out of the cafe today. Where we work is a large office building, and it's the state office for a large company. And then we also take care of the district offices scattered around in different towns. And but anyway, it's a big state office. And when it was fully staffed, before all the COVID brouhaha went through, when it was fully staffed, it had between 2,500 and 3,000 people working there. And they had a big cafe. And they don't have near about that many people there now, although they have more there now than they have had. All the stuff. They're like all the other companies there. They got a lot of people working remote and hybrid, where they work partly remote and partly back, all this stuff. Anyway, whatever. I'm not getting into my thoughts on that because that could affect my work. I'm not doing anything that affects my work. But anyway, they have a really nice cafe. And the times I've eaten in there, it's been good. And it's not just a hamburger joint. They actually have a hot meal every day, and they have a little sandwich shop in there. And you can get wraps and sandwiches and paninis and all kinds of stuff. And they have the hamburger line. They do have hamburgers. But they have different themes. And then some days you can get gumbo. I haven't tried their gumbo, but from what I hear, it's pretty good. Heard a guy the other day talking about if gumbo didn't have seafood in it, it wasn't gumbo. Now, I'm not Cajun. I've mentioned that before. But I think a good chicken and sausage gumbo is really good. I don't think gumbo has to have seafood in it. But anyway, they make a chicken sausage gumbo. I make a chicken sausage gumbo. But I've heard theirs is really, really good. So I don't know. I eat from the cafe today. What my normal thing to do is pick up a bowl of noodles and eat me a bowl of noodles. I've also gotten into the habit of having a bag of popcorn. And being diabetic, that might not be the best thing in the world. But when you think about it, there's really not a whole lot of corn in one of those microwave popcorn bags. So I eat it and I stay active. I was given, a buddy of mine went from a Samsung phone that broke, and he decided to get a iPhone. So he had a Samsung Gear, the watch, that no longer works, so he gave it to me. Also got a set of Samsung earbuds the other day, same source. Haven't played with them much yet. But that Apple Watch, not the Apple Watch, the Gear is similar to the Apple Watch. And I've had one before. And matter of fact, when I lost all my weight before, I had one, and that's how I kept up with how far I was walking every day and everything. So again, I've got this one keeping up with how far I walk and stuff. And I try to get my steps in every day and do what I'm supposed to do. Got to get my eating under control a little bit more. But anyway, everything been going pretty good. But so eating microwave popcorn, I understand, is not the best thing in the world, but there's not a whole lot of corn in there. And it doesn't seem to hurt me too bad as long as, like I said, I'm staying active and moving around and everything, which I do. All right. Even when I break a post for lunch, as the patrol driver, sometimes we got to come in and give somebody a lunch break. And even when I do that, I sit there and pace. And it's not because I'm nervous, just because I'm getting my steps in. So we finished up today with the Ultimate Old Smell Guy skin bracer. And this is the actual skin bracer by Minute. It's not one of the knockoffs. Although there's some good knockoffs out there, it's not one of them. So I don't even think we need to trim the goatee up today. Went and got the haircut the other day. I don't know, have I done a video since I got the haircut? I don't know. But anyway, I went and got the haircut the other day. Yeah, I think I did one. But anyhow, there we go. But I think the goatee's trimmed up good. So that's what's going on this morning early. I'm going to go ahead, and while I'm sitting here finishing up, I'm going to wash this here razor blade and put it up. We'll be ready to go. It's about the third use on this one, I think. I think. So the other day, something to be careful of. Even after you do this for a while, things can happen. So the other day when I was using the little ladder catcher, I was sitting there running it around. And I mentioned in the video that I thought I saw a little bit of red up where my wrinkle is here. Well, after I got my shower and got cleaned up and everything, come to find out I had a very little bit of red there. It went right away. But I had given myself some irritation somehow down here on the lower neck. Now, I haven't done that in forever. It just about doesn't happen that I get irritation out of shaving. But somehow I did right down here on my lower neck. Both sides had a little patch of irritation. Cleared up in a day. It wasn't a big deal. But just remember, even though you're good at something, things can happen. You know what I'm saying? Even the best have bad days. Now, I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm just pointing out that, you can have a bad day with things. All right, so there we go. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing today, happy Monday to you, and happy shaves to you. We'll see y'all next time.